Rohilkhand University, India in 2001, M.Tech in Digital Communication from APJ Abdul Kalam University, India in 2006, and PhD from Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, MNIT, Motilal Nehru Institute of Technology, Allahabad, India 2011. His research interests are the area of wireless and mobile communication, ad hoc networks, vehicular networks, intelligent transportation systems, cognitive radio network, and wireless sensor networks. He has got published more than 70 papers in international journal and conference, edited one book, co-author of one book, contributed 3 books chapter on wireless communication and networking, and supervised 5 PhD students till date. Dr. Prakash is a senior member of IEEE and associate editor of IEEE Access. Dr. Prakash worked as an ad hoc reviewer for many international journals and served as program committee member of several international conferences in the area of wireless communication and networking. So I just welcome Dr. Aru Prakash sir.
Thank you so much.
So I just started because we already passed one day for our international conference yesterday, and there were a lot of papers were introduced for the yesterday's conference. So sir, I just started without wasting the time to the basic presenter. So that first paper, title of the paper, which is being optimal power flow in electric system with 26 bus system, which is basically is going to present by Mrs. Sonal Sapra, Dr. V.M. Mishra, and Dr. T.N. Shukla, and Dr. J.P. Nawami. So I just welcome to our first paper, basically on this particular topic. So please, Sonal ma'am. Technical team, please check whether this particular paper of 29 has been come or not.
Sir, I think 29 is all the participants are absent.
Okay. Okay. So should we start from the 30?
Yes.
Okay. So let's again another paper, basically from skin melanoma detection, classification, and performance measurement using random forest classifier, which is going to present by Dr. Sheetal and Patil and Hind D. Patil.
Hello. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. You are very much audible, ma'am.
Hello.
Yeah, ma'am, you are audible. You can just start.
So,
hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, ma'am, you can start.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is my screen visible, sir?
Technical team, please.
Hello.
Yeah. Technical team, please watch whether her screen is visible or not.
Ma'am, your screen is not visible to us.
Sheetal ma'am, you are a co-host. You can share screen. Please proceed with. You can share screen, Sheetal ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, at the bottom you can find option of share screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
Is it okay, sir?
Not visible, ma'am. Yes, now it is visible.
Okay. Can you see the screen now?
Yeah, ma'am. Now it
Sir,
is
may I
very.
start now?
Yeah, you can just start now, ma'am. You can just start.
So on all the dignitaries, I'm Sheetal Patil. Here I'm going to present my paper is MELONOMA classification and performance measurement using random classifier. Initially, I just want to introduce regarding what is skin cancer. As we all know, skin cancer is a serious type of cancer which is developed cells that produces melanin. So, melanin is the compound which is available above or special skin. So, this is the type cancer which is very severe and it is generally found in foreign countries. I have worked on this.
Technical team, please check. I think there is a problem with the connection of Sheetal ma'am.
Sir, I think the problem is from her side.
Yeah. That's the problem with her side. Yeah. So should we wait for another couple of couple of minutes? Then I think she will be able to do that.
Vaibhavji, do you have recording of her presentation?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we have.
So we can play recording also, and then for question answer session, she can join.
Yeah, we can do that.
If it is fine with you.
Yeah. So otherwise, sir, we can just wait for another 1 or 2 minutes. Then we can do that. Is it okay with that?
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. Technical team, please send a message if she is comfortable with this one. Then we can just play the recording of her presentation.
Sir, sorry to disturb, but technical team doesn't have the information or contact information to contact the Miss Patil.
Okay, fine.
Vaibhav sir, please proceed for next group. Yes. Please
if she will come, then we can just
Yes, we will.
Meanwhile, yeah, she comes. Hello, Sheetal ma'am. Hello, Sheetal ma'am. Okay, so we just start with the next one. I think she is a problem. Yeah, Sheetal ma'am. Yeah, you want to say something? Okay, so we just start with the next paper. Meanwhile, basically paper is based on the analysis of MIMO antenna system for 5G applications OFDM, which is going to present Mr. Vikas Kumar Dubey, Navnedu Sharma, Akash Gupta, and Dr. Pawan Kumar Shukla. The paper code is EC1134.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, may I share my screen?
No, just wait for a minute. I think Sheetal ma'am comes. Just
okay,
wait
sir.
for
Okay, sir. Fine, sir.
Yeah, Sheetal ma'am, are you okay now? Sheetal ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible, but
Sheetal ma'am. I think there's a problem. What should we have to do? We have to just Sheetal ma'am, if you are not being connected thoroughly, so we can do one thing. You can just wait for another couple of minutes when your connection will come up. Then in meanwhile, we just start with another paper from Mr. Vikas Kumar Dubey.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, Yeah. Mr. Vikas Kumar Dubey, I think you just start. You just share the slides. Technical team, please co-host Mr. Vikas Kumar Dubey.
Okay, sir.
Because now you are co-host, you can share your PPT.
Thank you, sir. Sir, my screen is visible to all?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sir. Good morning, everyone. Here is with you Vikas Dubey with my presentation topic on analysis of MIMO antenna systems for 5G applications and OFDM. First, I would like to give a brief introduction over the evolution of internet. Starting from 1G, in 1G we have only the facility to make phone calls, and when 2G comes, we got the internet facility having GPRS edge, and it also enables services such as text messages, pictures, and multimedia messages. And there are some technologies like GPRS, General Packet Radio Service, and GSM, which are introduced in the second generation internet. And when 3G comes, we saw the enhancement in the speed of the internet, and currently we are using 4G in our Android devices with high speed data access and a high video streaming communication quality. Moving towards 5G, what new feature we expect to encounter in it? Speed in the 5th generation will be in the range of Gbps, which is very, very fast than 4G. And in 5G, we will come across much more improvements like reduction in latency, that is response time, will decrease and we won't get delay as in 3G and 4G. And network capacity in 5th generation will increase, so we won't face problems like congestion and call drop because we have a very high performance data network available with us. Now, taking a quick review on how internet works, we know that in electromagnetic spectrum we have various types of waves, but for the purpose of the communication we basically use radio waves. And we know that lower frequency waves can travel larger distances as compared to higher frequency waves because they have larger wavelength, and the higher frequency waves can carry relatively more amount of data because of high frequency. As if we relate one cycle of wave can carry 1 unit of data, then as many cycles we get in 1 second we can send as much data. Now, accessibility of the internet. Internet is accessible to us through mobile towers or through optical fibers, and the connectivity worldwide is based on the cables we have submerged deep into the sea. As we have a very advanced network of these cables, so if any one of it get damaged, it won't affect our internet significantly. Hardly it can affect our speed, but we can send our data through another route. In 5G, we will be using very high frequency waves to carry progressively large amount of data. Now, proceeding with some recent technologies, like here we have MIMO technology. MIMO has multiple input and multiple output, where we have multiple antennas at the transmitter and at the receiver. 4x4 MIMO. It denotes 4 antennas at the transmitter and 4 antennas at the receiver. Transmitting antennas can be on BTS. BTS is used in cellular technology, and AP, which is used in Wi-Fi technology. While the received antennas can be on the handset or any other receiver like laptop, mobile phones, or any other devices. MIMO can be used in different ways. One of them is multiplexing. Another one we can say diversity. When we say diversity, it increases reliability of the data. And when we say multiplexing, that increases the throughput. There are few other concepts which are related to MIMO, like like as you can see, beamforming, MU MIMO, that is multi-user MIMO, and massive MIMO. I will explain one by one each one of them. First one is MIMO multiplexing. In MIMO multiplexing, each transmitting antenna transmits different streams. Streams here means data, that is different data, and here and hence increases the throughput. Here each receiving antenna is receiving signals from all the transmitting antennas, and in MIMO diversity, we transmit same data from each transmitting antenna, that is sending same data by following different paths. Here each receiving antenna receives the signal from all transmitting antennas. So here reliability of the data goes high, but the data rate is same as CISO. CISO means single input, single output, as same data is transmitted. Now moving towards the concepts of beamforming. It is efficient when the number of antennas is more, that is 4x4 MIMO. The beamforming in 4x4 MIMO will not be much efficient as in 8x8 MIMO. 8x8 MIMO will perform better for beamforming. In MIMO, we can form a high gain beam and hence can increase the coverage area. This beamforming can have one stream or it can have multiple streams. Now coming to the MU MIMO, that is multi-user MIMO. In this, different transmitting antennas transmit signals to different receiving antennas. As here, multiple users can be connected simultaneously, so latency, that is response time, is low and throughput is high. Now the last one is massive MIMO. Massive MIMO is basically extension of MIMO, as here we are using excessive number of antennas. Excessive number of antennas means many number of radiating elements, or we can say radiators, in the range of hundreds. So here throughput is high and reliability is also high, and we have high spectral efficiency in massive MIMO. Now coming to Wi-Fi technology. Wi-Fi technology is used to provide local network and internet access to devices that are within Wi-Fi range of one or more routers that are connected to the internet. This Wi-Fi technology works on the routers. Routers often incorporate a digital subscriber line modem or a cable modem and a Wi-Fi access point. When subscribed to a cellular data carrier, they allow nearby Wi-Fi stations to access the internet over 2G, 3G, and even 4th generation networks using the tethering technique. Now, I would like to mention one of the practical challenges in the implementation of 5G services. As we know that in 5G, we will be using high frequency waves, and due to the high frequency, these waves cannot travel larger distances, and hence the coverage area of these high frequency waves will be low. So as a major challenge in implementing the 5G services is to install large number of 5G towers and modems to connect all the users in the locality. So as compared to 4G, we have to install many more large number of 5G towers and modems to provide the internet access to each and every user in the locality. So this issue can effectively be solved by using the concept of MIMO, that is multiple input and multiple output, and modulation in the field of communication. First, I would like to explain how we can relate MIMO to this problem. In MIMO, by using the concept of beam forming, we can form a beam with high gain, which can go at larger distances. So it will effectively increase the coverage area, and we can send our signals through larger distances. And by using the concept of modulation, here we use carrier wave for sending our modulating signal, that is the message signal, or we can say baseband signal, through larger distances using a carrier wave. If we relate the concepts of MIMO and modulation together, we can deal with multiple signals simultaneously to bring advancements in the field of 5G, and 5G can be implemented easily in our country as well if we will be able to implement these concepts or relate these concepts with the 5th generation network. Thank you very much. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. So, is there any question, sir? Hello.
Hello, Vikas.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Mr. Vikas.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Vikas. What is your contribution in this paper? How did you contribute?
Sir, actually, here I am talking about the implementation of 5th generation network in India. We know presently we are using 4G network, and in 4G network we use waves, or we can say signals that are relatively of lower frequencies than the waves which we will be using in 5G. Because in 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, there is basically the difference of waves, and the frequency goes on increasing. And as the frequency goes on increasing, the coverage area, or we can say the distance that these waves travel reduces. Because of the high frequency, wavelength goes decreases, and these waves can't travel larger distances. So in so in 5th generation, we will be using very high frequency waves, and they cannot travel larger distances. So the coverage area will be low of each 5G modem and tower. So we will have to install a large number of 5G modems and towers as compared to one 4G tower that we are using to connect all the users in a locality. This is a major problem in the implementation of 5G, and here we have solved this using the concept of MIMO, that is multiple input and multiple output. In MIMO, basically, I have used the concept of beam forming.
So, because have you done some numerical analysis or simulation analysis or some experimentation kind of thing in your work?
Sir, I haven't done a numerical analysis. I have basically analyzed various
studies. You have no basis to say that you have done something. I think it is more of a review work. It is a kind of review work.
Okay, sir. We can say that because I have analyzed various studies and have concluded and created a theory that if that may be applicable to solve this problem.
Okay, that is fine. Now try to implement something.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. That is all from my side.
Sir, by using modulation that we have learned in 2nd year.
You are a final year student?
No, sir. I am a 3rd year student.
Okay, you are a third year BTech student.
Yes, sir.
Acha, okay, good, good.
Okay, sir. Sir, I have also used here the concept of modulation, by which using carrier wave, we can send our message signal through larger distances that we have learned in the second year.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay.
This is already...
You can use the concept of adaptive modulation. Just Google it and you will find what is adaptive modulation.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay,
Thank
that
you very
will
much, sir.
means make your work better.
Okay, sir. Fine, sir.
Okay, thank you, Vikas.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Arun sir, and thanks, Vikas. I think whatever sir is talking about, I think you should take care also with that. So
Definitely, sir.
okay, fine. Yeah. So I think we have Sheetal ma'am again comes for her paper presentation. So we just invite again Sheetal ma'am. So Sheetal ma'am, you can just technical team please co-host Sheetal ma'am now, and ma'am you can just start. Yeah. Ma'am, your voice, you are not audible, ma'am. Sheetal ma'am? Yeah, your screen is visible, but your voice is not audible. Hello, Sheetal ma'am? Sheetal ma'am, your voice is not coming. I think technical team, I think we should take the slides as Arun sir suggested. We should take the slides from Sheetal ma'am, and we just, if it's possible, we just play the slide and we can just ask the question in between. So I think that will be feasible, right?
Hello?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Sheetal ma'am, you are not audible. Sheetal ma'am, you can send slides to the mail ID AEC we have already shared with you. If you are facing problem, we can proceed for with the next group. You can share your slides with us.
Okay, fine. So we just start with the next one, with our next presenter. Basically, Ms. Komal Yadav, Rishabh Pal, Rajneesh Patel, and Richa Gupta. And they're just going to present the paper of study of WebHub using Android Studio. So the paper ID is EC1135. So I just want to welcome Komal Yadav, Rishabh Pal, Rajneesh Patel, and Richa Gupta, who is going to present the paper. If they are present?
Not present, sir.
Okay, so we just move again to the next one, to again Mriga Khanna, Anmol Kukreja, Richa Singh, Dr. Pawan Kumar Shukla, and Kunal Lala. Mriga Khanna is there? Okay, so I just welcome Mriga Khanna, Anmol Kukreja, and basically they are going to present on the title of the paper is COVID-19 Predictions, Outcome, Forecasting and Analysis. Their paper code is EC1136. Yeah.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mriga.
So, am I audible?
You are very much audible, Mriga. You can just start.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
A very good morning to all the jury members and my fellow mates. Sir, is the screen visible?
Yeah, your screen is visible. Yeah, your screen is visible, Mriga.
Okay, sir. So, a very good morning to one and all. As the topic of my paper presentation is COVID-19 prediction, analysis, and forecasting. The work is done by my group, Those are three of the girls. That's Mriga Khanna, that's me, Anmol Kukreja, Richa Singh. We are of EC department, and under the guidance and co-guidance of our very good professors. Those are Dr. Pavan Kumar Shukla and Dr. Kunal Lala. So I'll briefly introduce why this topic, like what was the need of choosing this topic. COVID-19, as we all know that it's a great pandemic, which is not ending now also. It's a continuing process. It all started back in 2019, and then it is carrying forward till now. It is a basic acronym which is used for SARS-CoV virus 2. The basic tendency of this virus is to survive till 72 hours, depending upon the surface, be it a metal or a plastic or any fabric. But the time of exposure of any patient is from 5 days to the range of 14 days. You can be asymptotic or symptomatic. It depends upon your conditions and your pre-health issues. Now, it's a medical topic. So how the technology is concerned to all this? I'll show a framework on which this paper works. It's an accelerating research, like it's an unstopping research. The outcome is shifted on monthly basis. You can shift it on yearly basis. You can do it on weekly basis as well. So it starts from the detection. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it starts from the detection, then to the prevention, and then to the responses. With that, monitoring the recovery rate. Here, what we do is we analyze the data, which is already preset. Okay, this is the present condition. We take that data, we switch it onto the analysis. We make analysis, we make the predictions outcome, and then we forecast it for future. Because yes, we have to be very, future ready. When this all started, there was nothing which we could have done as per the present, preventive measures. But now the technology is working with that. So I'll move on to the analysis and the forecasting. Here, our main focuses are the confirmed cases, the deceased cases, and the recovered cases. With this, we emphasize more on the recovered cases because, as we all know, there are many chatbots, many news, many hoax news, which was spreading, a dilemma in the audience. So there was no accurate data. So our main focus was to give a proper data. With that, we have to be ready for tomorrow. Because at the initial time when this all started, the main three focus, there were 4 questions by the government. Like what is the actual mortality rate of this whole pandemic? And then what will be the, when will this outbreak be ending? With that, how many recoveries are possible depending upon the scenarios and the situations and the environment in which we live in? So the answer to 3 of these questions is the analysis, predictions, and forecasting. How it is done? In here, we use pandas. It's an extremely fast and flexible data analysis and manipulation tool. It's all Python based, as we'll be using for analysis, for forecasting, and yes, for predictions also. We'll be using the few steps which are mentioned here. Reading of the data sets, that's the collection of the data. What is the present scenario? Then analyzing the COVID cases in India, because our main focus is India. Yes, we have done India to world analysis also, but then this was our main target. Number of active COVID cases in affected states and union territories, predicting the spread geographically, and then what is the recovery rate and the deceased case. The technology we used in here was machine learning. So machine learning is an application of AI that provides us the ability to automatically learn, right, from the data which we provide them, and then we explicitly program it to function in that way. With this, the softwares which were used were Anaconda distribution, which is majorly used for Python programming, R programming and all. And the other was Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook, it's a web application thing which will be providing with the outcomes, the final outcomes. in a picturization form, in a graphical form, like presented here, the prediction outcomes. The first graph shows the India versus outside India stats, and the second graph shows the state-wise analysis of India. Next, coming on to the analysis and forecasting again. So for analysis, as I mentioned, three were the main eras for us to, reform. First was the infected case, the recovered case, and the deceased case. For forecasting, we had these 5 major steps. One was to visualize the time series. Here we need algorithms and equations to, based upon the time series to forecast the future. Then the stationarize the series, then we find the optimal parameters, build a model required, and make predictions. Okay, this is the span we are going to face for the next 10 days. We have done till 10 days, but it can be exceeded to more. So my conclusion with this paper is it's not a easy virus or to be taken light. If you have cough, you have cold, you should take it seriously. It's our responsibility as being a citizen, and moreover, as being a techie person, it's actually our responsibility to take adversity as an opportunity, because you would never know what the near future is about, and we should be ready about everything. Last to all this, the future scope of this research paper, as I told you, that it is a ongoing process, it's an ongoing research. It depends upon specific person. Like, you are taking it for the span of months, you're taking it for the span of years, you're taking it for the span of weeks, but then it makes you future ready. So at the end, I would just love to say, spread facts, not fears. Thank you.
Thanks, Mriga, for your paper. I think if anybody has any question, sir, Arun sir.
Yes, Mriga, thank you. It was nice presentation. So I will ask one question only. What is the size of your data set which you have used for prediction?
So we have had a analyzed data. We took that data and started our analysis, because we actually required some raw things for initiating this paper. So R was taken from kaggle.com, and the pre-database sets were all about the confirm. As I said, my IJERA was the confirmed cases, the deceased cases, and the infected cases. So we took 3 of those things depending upon India, and that too in state-wise analysis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Which is right now, reaching from which is right now till months. And as I told you, we have done the forecast for just 10 days next, but we are approaching it on the yearly basis.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Arun sir. Thanks, Mriga, for giving you this insights of this COVID. And right now, it is very, very important for all of us to just work on this particular COVID situation, and not in basically the present time, for the future time also, because the new strains of the viruses are coming day by day. Right?
Yes, sir.
So that is very important. So is there any question? Then otherwise, we just start with the next participant. Is there any question from any? Okay. So,
Sir, can I ask?
Yeah.
Okay, so Mriga, which ID are you using for this analysis?
Okay, so you want to know the project and algorithm and everything behind that. So ID,
I don't want to know the algorithm and all. I am aware of it. I just want to know the IDE which you are using for this project.
Your voice is cracking, Disha. You're not audible to me.
Want to know that which IDE you are using for this analysis.
Ma'am, your voice is very, very much cracking. Yeah, your voice is cracking. You just check your connection, because your voice is not, you are not very much audible, ma'am. Okay, so let's start. I think there is a problem in their voice. So let's start with the next one. Basically, with Mr. Amit Mishra, Gaurav Yadav, Harsh Mishra, and Sandeep Bhatia. which is going to present the paper. Title of the paper is Internet of Things based real-time gas leakage monitoring and controlling. The paper ID is EC1137. So I think technical team, please co-host. Amit Mishra is there.
Gaurav Yadav is present, and now Gaurav, you are the co-host. You can proceed.
Yeah. Yes, Gaurav. I think is there, I think, network problem with the Gaurav network. Gaurav, you are not audible. Vandana Patil, ma'am, is coming. Okay. So I think we should go forward again without wasting much more time. The next participant is Vinod Kumar Patil and Tushar Javre.
I'm ready, sir. Can I upload my PPT?
Yeah, sir. Please. So I just introduce Mr. Vinod Kumar Patil, which is basically he's going to present on the topic of infants' brain tissue segmentation using Gaussian mixture model in MR images. The paper ID is EC1139. Yeah, sir. Please start.
1 minute, sir.
Technical team, please make a co-host of Vinod Kumar, sir.
Yes, I am already co-host, sir. Just I will open my PPT.
Okay.
1 minute, sir. Just 1 minute.
Okay, sir.
Sir, visible? PPT is visible?
Yeah, sir. You are very much visible.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Myself is Vinod Patil, and I am the research student under the guidance of Dr. Tushar Javre. Now I am presenting one simple method on infant's brain tissue segmentation using GMA model or MRI images. So these are the outline. First one is the introduction, challenges in neonatal and infant brain, and why there is a requirement in pre-processing, and our proposed segmentation method, simulation result, and last one is the conclusion. Now introduction. Introduction means there are the various modality available in medical field, but there is the most significance of MRI images. So this modality is used because it captures the more information, more dedicated information rather than your CT or that one. And MRI images is mostly widely used neuroimaging, thus is safe and non-invasive. And neonate tissue segmentation is very difficult as compared with your adult, because it due to small size, then myelination process is going on, then again continuous development in tissue. So if you compare with those algorithm available for MRI adult, you cannot apply directly on neonate because it is a complex tissue, soft tissue, and its process, myelination process is going on. So these are again challenges in neonate and infant. Partial volume effect, motion artifacts. These motion artifacts are introduced at the time of acquiring the images. Intensity inhumidity means due to the myelination process is going on, the intensity of there are the three main tissues are there: white matter, gray matter, and CSF. They are the overlap to each other. Same thing, and small size of the brain. These are the main challenging issue in infant or neonate brain. So these are the some images I have introduced that one. These were the T1 and T2 images, and second column, this one indicate that there is a motion artifacts, and these are the introduced in images at the time of acquiring the images. So there is a need of pre-processing in MRI images because segmentation, before segmentation, you have to enhance your images. So in this method, we use the BM3D pre-processing method for the pre-processing. It is a block matching 3D filtering. It is recognized as a follow step. Discovering the grouping of images patches, like to given images patch in the 3D blocks, linear 3D transformation of 3D block, shrinking the transform coefficient followed by the inverse 3D transformation. These are our proposed segmentation. Initially, we take the T1 and T2 images, and pre-processing. In pre-processing, we use the BM3D. And in BM3D, there are the two categories. One is a linear filtering and hard thresholding. In this proposed method, we use the linear follower method. And after that, after pre-processing or classification, or you can say the segmentation, there are the three types of tissue: white matter, gray matter, and CSF. For that purpose, we use the Gaussian mixture model. And at the last end, we classified the three tissue: white matter, gray matter, and CSF. So these are the simulation results. These are the T1 images, and these are the T2 images. These are the segmented images. We take the we use the for this simulation purpose. There is an available data set. ISSN 2017, publicly available T1 and T2 images, also mask images. With that data, we take some images and segmented them. These are the clear indicate that there are the three tissues with some different color: white matter, gray matter, and CSF. And the conclusion: brain research during the emerging and especially during the partial period through the complex tool analysis and information acquiring challenges. Continue challenges with the specialized new methodological instrument for the handling the adult brain, adult MRIs. Comprehensive brain analysis are the segmentation of neural tissue classes. The detection of the fetal brain diagnosis image tissue extremely difficult, considering its easily resolved comparison with the T1 tissue with the adult. The proposed infant brain MRI pre-processing and segmentation framework outcome compared with the other existing method. These are the references. We also compare with our result with the existing, so we get the good dilatation coefficient and also accuracy. And compare with the Marco Polo. Marco Polo has accuracy around the 0.8. We got the 0.884, and the dice coefficient we got around the mean 91, and Marco Polo got the 90. So these are the references. Thank you, sir. Any questions, sir?
Thanks, sir. Thanks for giving the insight of this particular topic. So, Arun, sir, if you have any questions.
Hello, Vinodji.
Yes, sir.
Again, I have a similar kind of question, that what is the size of data set in your case?
Size of data set?
Yes.
Around, sir, there are the two type of images, T1 and T2. In the T1 data set, there are the around 20 to 25 images available in that data set. Again,
I think there is a break in the voice.
No, he has muted himself somehow.
Yeah. He has muted.
Okay, sir. There are the 15 images, sir. There are the 15 T1 images and 16 T2 images, including the mask.
Acha, okay. Now, next question related to this is, how does this size affect the performance, overall performance of your system?
Overall, the performance means if we increase the data set, then there is always the dice coefficient always going down. So if you increase the images, you have to more and more segmentation result will be means your dice. There is a most effects on dice coefficient and accuracy.
Means increasing the size will improve the performance.
If the size will be increases, always if you go for the deep learning or means in training things, if you increase the size of the data set, always your accuracy will be increased.
Okay. Any drawback of increasing the size? Then what is the problem in increasing the size? You keep on increasing the size. Who stops you?
Means you have to check your model accuracy, model training, sir. Means we want model training.
That is what I wanted to know. That is there any trade-off in selection of the size of the data set which you are taking with respect to the performance and with respect to the performance and the complexity of the system?
As per theoretically, just we know that, but just we now currently we take the only 5 to 6 images. But theoretically, I know that if you increase the size, you have to check the.
You give a try over it.
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Vinodji. Thank you.
Thanks, Arun sir. Thanks, Vinod sir. Thanks for giving this particular presentations. So is there any question from the participant side? Is there any question? Okay. So I think we just move on the next participant, and Sheetal ma'am is again trying to connect to our network. So I think she's okay with this particular the Sheetal ma'am, because network is being working properly. Yeah. So I think ma'am, you can just start with that. Yeah.
Sir, I can't share my screen.
Our technical team, please make a co-host Sheetal ma'am.
Sheetal ma'am, may I know the login name?
Sheetal.
The Sheetal name is not present. Vandana Patel.
No.
You are using Vandana Patel ID.
Okay. Yes, sir. She is my colleague.
Okay. Now you can proceed.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, ma'am. You can just proceed now.
Is it fine now?
Yeah, ma'am. Is it very fine?
Okay. Thank you, sir. Good morning to all. I'm Sheetal Patil. I'm a research scholar, and I'm doing my research under the guidance of Dr. H.D. Patil, sir. So here is my topic, which I'm going to present today: skin melanoma detection, classification, and performance measurement using random forest classifier. To proceed with this, I just wanted to know you regarding the statistics regarding the skin cancer. Skin cancer is actually a serious type of cancer which is found in foreign countries generally. And as you can see, 84 out of 2638 patients are every year registered with the cancers of all types. There are numerous types of cancers like basal cell carcinoma, which is BCC and SCC, and melanoma. So among all these types of cancer, melanoma is most severe, or we can say the deadliest form of skin cancer. So I have just done the study regarding this skin cancer detection, and I have used the classifier, which is a machine learning classifier, basically the random forest classifier, in order to classify all those data set. So this is the classification of the dermoscopic images. These are the different types of cancers present in the skin, and this is the usual procedure which we do in case of machine learning. So if we have the input image, we are going to do the pre-processing task, which is nothing but we are going to enhance our image in certain characteristics. Then after it is followed by the feature extraction. Feature extraction is the main part in the machine learning. So I have used one of the algorithm, which is random forest, which we are going to see in further slides. After that, segmentation and the classification task. So this is the main classifier which I have used for the data set. What is mainly the random forest classifier? This is nothing but the supervised type of machine learning algorithm. Supervised is nothing but the label data. We are having the label data. So it is generally based on the ensemble learning, that is the process of combining different types of classifier to solve a complex problem in order to improve the efficiency or performance of the model. So basically, what it is going to do, we have our data set and we are going to divide our data set into different subsets of the given data set. And hello, it is basically
I think, ma'am, somebody is from your background
yes,
is talking. You just, yeah.
Yes, sir, I can also hear that. I think Vinod Patil sir is talking.
Okay.
Can you please mute them?
Madam, confirmation
Vinod sir, technically, please, yeah, mute Vinod sir. Yeah, ma'am, you can just proceed.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So, random forest classifier, it contains number of decision tree on the various subsets of the given data set, and we are going to take the average of all those decision trees in order to improve the accuracy of our model. So these are the steps which I have included here, that we are going to select the random data set or data points from the training data set, and we are going to select then the k data points from the testing set. So, and we are after building that the decision tree associated with those all the data points, and we are going to make the average of all those, and then after we are having the predictions regarding the data set. So these are the advantages we are getting compared to other types of algorithm. It requires less preparation because already the decision tree is going to work on the subset of the data. It is going to predict the high precision performance except for the large data set, and it can be precise. So these are the results which I got using this classifier. As you can see, this is the graph regarding the ROC curve, which is the receiver operating characteristic curve. This is the performance, this shows the performance of the model, classification model at all the classification threshold level, which is true positive rate and false positive rate. These are the different parameters which I have enclosed here regarding the accuracy and F1 major log loss. I'm getting the log loss as 10.20. Log loss is nothing but the cross entropy loss, or we can say the logistic loss, which is used in the logistic regression. And it is, I can say, the most important classification metric based on the probabilities. So I'm getting very low value for the log loss. It means it is showing the better predictions. So as we are knowing that there are two types of cancers, we can say malignant and benign. So malignant is most severe type and benign is not that much. So I'm getting this confusion matrix regarding this. It is showing 58% confusion matrix showing the predicted values and the actual values. So 58% of the data set showing the malignant data, and the benign is 3.255. So these are the results which I am getting. And finally, I want to conclude with this, that we have implemented this random forest classifier for a skin image classification, and it is showing the performance in terms of accuracy, ROC, F1 score, average precision, and all that. So I am getting a good efficiency and good classification regarding the malignant and benign image data set with 86% and 88% respectively. So this method also can be applicable, or it can handle the variable like making it unsuitable for complicated tasks. So it can automatically balance that data set when a class is more infrequent than other classes in the data. So thank you.
Thanks, Sheetal ma'am. Thanks. Yeah, thanks, ma'am, for giving your special thoughts about this particular disease, because it's growing. It's very fast in our community. So that's very fine. So Arun sir, please ask any questions. Yeah. Arun sir.
Hello.
Yeah, Arun sir. Yes, sir. Arun sir, you are audible, Arun sir.
Yes. Miss Sheetal.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, very good morning. Please tell me what is the basis of selecting the random forest classifier, as several other classifiers are also available. For example, SVM,
Yes,
support
sir.
vector machine, and others also.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have tried for earlier for a decision tree also, but what happens in case of decision tree is the decision tree is growing as your data set grows. The decision tree is getting more complex and complex. So I need a better solution in that case. So I have preferred to random forest classifier, as it is it is doing all sort of classification based on the subset of the data set. So it is better to go step by step. I thought of it, and that's why I have applied this random forest, and also I'm getting the accuracy much more better than the earlier. That's why I have preferred that.
Okay, fine. And another question is, how do you decide the data size?
Sir, actually, I have for machine learning, there is a need of CSV file because we are playing with the numeric data always. So I have taken that data set from Kaggle. I
No,
can't.
I'm not asking that.
Yes,
That
sir.
is
I
fine.
can't directly tell you the size, but it is around 30,000 data sets. I mean, the records are 30,000.
So my question is, why are you taking 30,000? Why not 20,000 or 40,000? There
Actually,
must be some basis, na? Ki what should be the size of your data set?
sir, actually, we are knowing the concept of training and testing. So I have continuously divided that into firstly 90 to 90 and 10%. Then I went for 80-20 pattern. So like that, I have done the work.
You please try to find out what is the basis of deciding the size of data set.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Yeah. Thanks, Arun sir. Thanks, Sheetal ma'am. If any participant, any questions from Sheetal ma'am? Any question from Sheetal ma'am side? Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Sheetal ma'am, I have one question. Yeah, Sheetal ma'am, I have one question.
Yes. Yes.
If you permit me to ask,
Yes,
so
sir.
then
Yes,
can
sir.
I just ask?
Yes, sir.
Because right now, because this is very important. So if the real scenario is, because right now the situation is again the worst, because everybody is working on the health domain. So in your application where it is being used, means you will your target is to become design some device or some kind of instrument, and that is the more important for the community.
Yes, sir. Actually, that there is a need for computer-aided system, or we can say computer-aided software rather, in order to
Okay.
diagnose all types of cancers. So
Okay.
we can go for a deep learning approach in order to handle the huge
Right.
amount of data, and also we can make it web-based also. So this is the provision which we can do in order to help the
Right.
dermatologist in order to diagnose the
Okay.
cancer.
Right.
Yes.
Right, because the without the real implementation, so somehow the research becomes not very much fruitful. So which because everybody is right now working on that particular direction. So thanks, ma'am. Thanks, Sheetal ma'am, for giving this
Thank you, sir.
this information about this one. So
Yes. Thank you.
I think we just should start with the next one. So next is our Harsh, Amit Kumar, Amit Mishra, Gaurav Yadav, Harsh Mishra, and Sandeep Bhatia. And the topic is Internet of Things based real-time gas leakage or monitoring and controlling. and the code is EC1137. Harsh Mishra is there? Harsh Mishra?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You can just share your slides.
Hello.
Yeah, Harsh. You are audible. Your
Yes,
slides are very visible. You can just start. You can
Okay.
proceed.
Okay. So, good morning to all and everyone present here. It's a privilege to speak in this international conference in front of all of you. We are able to work on this project with the guidance of our respected sir, Mr. Sandeep Bhatia sir. So, the topic of our project is IoT-based real-time gas leakage controlling and monitoring. So basically, what we are doing here, we have seen the majority of the person in India uses liquefied petroleum gas, which is commonly known as LPG gas. It's a petroleum gas in for cooking purpose. But if we look into our country, the technology imposed in this
Can
field.
you wait for a minute?
Okay.
Harsh,
Yes, sir.
Harsh, what is your paper ID?
Sir, can give me a second. I'll tell you.
So the paper ID of Harsh Mishra is EC1137.
Okay, previously Gaurav was presenting this, no?
Yes, sir. Harsh and Gaurav in the same group.
Okay, Harsh, go ahead.
Okay. And so, so as I told you, the topic of our project is IoT-based real-time gas leakage controlling and monitoring. So what we are doing here, we have seen that majority of the person in India uses liquefied petroleum gas, which is commonly known as LPG gas, in cooking purposes. But if we look into our country, the technology imposed in this field in terms of safety is very less. As we have seen that there are many incidents in the past also while making food, people are getting damaged due to this LPG gas due to the leakage of this gas. So it's very much significant that the properties and harmless handling of LPG should be imposed in the national and commercial problems. The planned paper is designed to evolve a prototype that continually displays the gas leakage with the help of the electronic radars. This data is made accessible in real time over real period feeds on the internet. We mean to use Jively new platform to feed actual time sensor data on the internet. So as we told that our project is based on Internet of Things. So I'll tell you something about IoT, which is Internet of Things. It is the network of physical objects or things uh, or things embedded with electronic software, sensors, and network connectivity, which enables us to see the object, to collect and exchange data. IoT also allows objects to be sensed and controlled remotely across existing network infrastructure, creating opportunities for more direct integration between the physical world and computer-based systems, and resulting in improved efficiency, accuracy, and economic benefit. And our project is also based on LPG gas. So we know that LPG gas leak is increased from 0.70% to 10.70% in all the kitchen accidents. So it's a very crucial thing that we have to look into this, because there are so many deaths also. So that's why we are working on this project. uh, Now we'll see the flow diagram. You can see the flow diagram. In step 1, initially we'll set all the step hardware components to 0. In step 2, if there is fume seepage, then the fume sensor senses the leak, thus simultaneously sends the message to Arduino. It sends information to hardware system, that is buzzer and solenoid valve, and also the exhaust fan, where they all gets activated. In the step 3, this precaution and real-time information is sent to Zively, that new platform, so that the owner comes to know the precise cause and value of the leakage. And in the last step, which is step 4, for more secure, the message is sent to owner's Twitter or Facebook account, so that he can access the data at any corner of the world. Message is sent to owner's Twitter and Facebook account. This is a new technology which will be used by all of us. So basically, the hardware which we are using here, the first hardware is Arduino Uno. The second one is servo moto, and then it's LCD 16:2 for the display purpose. We have buzzer, MQ6, Wi-Fi ESP 826s, and pump for spray, and we also have exhaust fan. And software used for this project, we have used the Arduino software. Basically, Arduino is an open foundation electronics podium based on easy to apply hardware and software. It contains of both and broadly programmable circuit board, often mentioned to as microcontroller, and a software or IDE, which is known as Integrated Development Environment, that executes the computer used to inscribe and upload computer encryption to the physical boarding. The environment is written in Java. Also, Arduino boards are capable to recite inputs and transform it into an output. We can instruct the board to do by sending a set of commands to the microcontroller at the board. It is supporting the languages like Python, C, C++, and JavaScript. In the fifth step, you can see the simulation in the diagram. You can see when MQ5 switch is open and flame switch is closed, then LCD 16:2 detects the fire. And in the next image, we can see when MQ5 switch is closed and flame switch is open. When the switch is open, then LCD 16:2 detects the gas. So basically, all these are the proceedings which we'll go by. And in the conclusion, I would like to conclude that liquefied petroleum fume is a very combustible gas and has the power to form an hazard. Therefore, it is necessary that the properties and the harmless handling of LPG must be understood and functional in the domestic and commercial or industrial circumstances. So we can develop a prototype of an automatic embedded system which will constantly monitor the gas leakage status with the support of the electronic sensor. So basically, we are making this project for the nation protection of the nation. There is no such kind of damage in the future, and you can also go by the references which we have used. And thank you very much.
Thanks, Harsh. Thanks, Harsh, for your presentation. We just again give a trouble to Arun sir. Arun sir, please ask questions.
No problem. Harsh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, which programming language you have used in Arduino?
Sir, we have used C. We have used, yes, we have used C.
C.
Yes, sir.
Acha, how many boards have you used?
Actually, sir, one of my fellow mates have worked on the backend, so he will tell. Amit Mishra is here. He'll tell you about all this because he was working on the backend.
Okay.
Amit, you can. Amit.
Amit is there.
Amit and Gaurav are there in my team. They have worked
Okay.
for the back. Gaurav. Gaurav.
Chalo, theek hai. Okay, we can proceed. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, sir. Thanks, Arun sir. Thanks, Harsh. I think you should also work on that particular part, whatever the sir is asking on that. Okay, fine. So we should start with another participant. Basically, the code is EC1140. I think JP Patil sir, Mahesh B, Devnani, and AB Jaiswal. Are you there, JP Patil sir? JP Patil sir? EC batch EC1140.
I think, sir, he is not present.
Okay. There's
We
one.
can proceed further.
Okay. So the next batch is basically EC1141, comparative study of filtering techniques or lung CT images. So Narendra Lalchand sir and
Yes,
Dr. Tushar. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm present, sir.
Okay. So
Let
you
me
can just
share my
start.
screen. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
please. Meanwhile, technical team, Priyanka Rai is going to basically join this particular team, but I think she is unable. Please check the connection. What is the problem? Priyanka Rai.
She is
Sir, my
allowed,
screen
sir.
is visible, sir.
Yes, sir,
Yeah,
your screen is visible.
your screen is visible, and you are more audible. Yeah.
Okay. Good morning, sir. Basically, my topic is comparative study of filtering techniques on lung CT images. So basically, we know very well that cancer is a growth of abnormally and uncontrolled cells. So which can damage the surrounding tissue and which are spread from far or from its origin. So basically, if this growth is malignant, which causes the death, and it could grow from every cell type in the human body. So it is required to identify it early. So by using digital imaging techniques, which plays very important role in diagnosis. So for diagnosis of abnormality, medical image is acquired by using equipment such as MRI and CT scan. And as you are taking this imaging, due to randomness of electron components or synchronization error, during digitization could develop disturbances, and these disturbances are generally called as a noise. So before performing any further post-processing, it is essential to denoise these images, because if you are not denoising the image, definitely it might be diagnosed wrongly. So image denoising is defined as the process of removal of noise elements present in the digital image. So performance of median filters evaluated on non-medical image data with compromise of the information loss, but it is also important to preserve the detailed information while filtering. So here we want to compromise the performance and saving the critical medical information in this CT image. That's why here, if you look to these results, what I did, I have taken 4 type of filters for comparison purpose. So first 2 are most commonly used, that is averaging filter and median filter, we generally apply on the basic data type also. But I try to apply this on the CT images of lung, and see that what is the difference between ordinary image that you are using and medical images that we are using. And then 2 specific filters, bilateral and anisotropic filters, were applied, and seen the results for different type of. If you look, very first is the averaging filter, second one is your median filter, then third one is your anisotropic filtering, and fourth one is the bilateral filtering that I have used for the simulation purposes. And then basically it is required that the one standard reference value of noise, and then we are applying some filtering, and then find out that how much quality get enhanced, or what is the PSNR for that, because it is the measure for checking the filtering. Then what I did, I added 4 different type of noises in the images. They are salt and pepper, then your speckle noise, poison noise, and Gaussian type of noise. These 4 type of noises I have used, but in this figure I have shown only for the salt and pepper, which is around 10%. Then these are the results that I obtained on the on these city images, which is contaminated with the 10% of noise. So if you look into this table, I have used 4 measurement factor. One is PSNR, then second one is a image enhancement factor, then third one is the image quality index, and SSIM, that is structural similarity. So this is for averaging, which shows the very good PSNR. But IQI, that is image quality index, is 50% for this kind of noise, salt and noise. But if you look the same averaging filter for poison noise, it gives the quality of very better. Similarly for median filter, but if you compare the median filter with the averaging, then I found that this PSNR is much less compared to the previous one. But in the state quality, image quality index and IEF is very good. Similarly, for bilateral filtering, when I choose the bilateral filtering, for that purpose, you have to choose some patch. And that patch is that patch decides the quality of overall image. But overall, if you look, it found that a very nice results. And fourth one is for the anisotropic region. Here, I will also mention one important thing, that when I'm using averaging and median filter directly, it is found that because after pre-processing or filtering removal of noise, it is required that to segment that image. And if you want to segment that image, then it is essential to preserve the edges. So when I'm using the averaging or median filtering, at that time these edges get blurred, which is not good for the further post-processing. Okay, so here I would like to conclude that in this work, I have done comparative study of these 4 filter: averaging, median, bilateral, and anisotropic diffusion filtering algorithm on the CT images. And in future, we would like to go for the filtering method based on the neural network, like encoder based methods, and some of the optimization techniques like random forest, decision tree can be implemented for better results with the deep learning. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, sir. Thanks, sir, for giving this presentation. So I think again, basically, Arun sir, please ask some questions.
What was the paper title in this presentation?
Sir, this is the comparative study of different.
Sorry, paper ID.
Sir, 1141, EC 1141.
1141. Okay, this is Naren, na? Mr. Naren.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, Naren, I have one question.
Yes,
is
sir.
there any other method other than filtering so that we can improve upon synchronization errors?
Sir,
filtering आपने किया है, that is fine.
Yes, sir.
But I just want to know, is there any other way to improve upon synchronization errors? कुछ और तरीके हो?
Sir, basically I have
because using filtering, you are basically trying to remove the noise.
Yes, sir.
So what about synchronization errors? Do you have any idea about that?
No, sir. Synchronization error, I'm not.
Acha. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Arun sir. Is there any question from the participant side? You can just ask also. Is there any question? Okay. Thanks, sir. Thanks for this particular presentation. So we can just proceed further. The next participant is AECE-2020. If they are available, JP Patil sir, Mahesh B. Devrani, and AB Jaiswal. Yes. Okay. So I think I just welcome Dr. Jonathan Montero. He's our keynote speaker today in this particular conference. So I just welcome sir on the behalf of our basically RKG group of institution, and I think sir we have the very presentation is we have going on very good. So sir, please I just tell you. And our next, so should we start with the next one? AECE-2020, designing of digital signed calculator 8-bit using schematics and Verilog on FPGA board, which is going to present by Farhanaz, Abhishek Tyagi, Ravish Chauhan, and Utkarsh Verma. AECE-2020. AECE-2020. Is there present? AECE-2020.
I think sir he is not present. We can proceed further.
We should, proceed further. AECE-1145 AI-based voice assistant review, going to present by Priyanka Rai and Sarita Singh. AECE-1145. Okay.
Priyanka
is
you are the host.
Now.
Yes, you can proceed.
She is present, sir.
Okay. Yes, Priyanka, you just start.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Priyanka. So you can just start with your slides.
Yes, sir. Is my slide is visible, sir?
No, right now not. Yeah, now it's visible.
Yes, sir. Good morning, everyone. My name is Priyanka. I am from Computer Science Department. And my project, my paper is present on AI-based voice assistant with the guidance of Mrs. Sarita Singh, Assistant Professor, Computer Science and Department. So first I come with the introduction. Why we use voice assistant? What is voice assistant? Voice assistant are software agent that can interpret human speech and respond via synthesized voice. It is a type of voice assistant which can respond via multiple languages, regional languages, foreign languages, etc. The first question come in our mind when we do the research is that why it was developed, why we use voice assistant, because when we try to work anything, we will just do it manually. Just like if I want to call someone, if I want to message someone, I want to do some searching on internet, I will just do it manually. There are some people there are many very less people who do the work via the voice assistant. So why it is what developed, because it is basically developed so that we can give input in a voice assistant in natural languages, and the voice assistant will give answer in natural languages. Though basically what is the natural languages? Natural languages are the languages which we learn from the childhood. Like some people are good in Hindi, English, Punjabi, Kannada, Bengali, Marathi, all these things. But they are not good in every language. Like if they want to search anything on the internet, they can't. If they don't know good Hindi, good English, so they can't type Marathi or any other regional languages very easily. So that's why voice assistant was introduced. In voice assistant, we can just give commands in our natural languages like Bengali and Bengali, Marathi, and other languages, and it will do our work and do our work as the commanded and give us the response. Previous work done on the voice assistant at the Seattle Fair in 1962, IBM presented a tool called Shoebox. Throughout the 1990, companies like IBM, Apple, and other created items that use voice recognition. Apple began building speech recognition feature in its mainstream computer with Plain Talks in 1993. The first modern digital voice assistant installed on smartphone was Siri, which was introduced as feature of iPhone 4S on 4 October 2011, which was developed on basis of acquisition of Siri, spin-off Sri International, which is research institute financed by DAPRA and the United States Department of Defense. Aim of this project was to making a voice assistant which can message, making a phone call, checking the weather, or setting up the alarm. As for the 2017, the capability of the users of voice assistant expanding very fast. Right now, we use the voice assistant in our home appliances. Like if we had heard that IoT devices, which are very new and we use frequently, not it is not famous in many houses, but it is used in a few houses or big cities. Like we can use these voice assistant in TV, Android TV, washing machine, and other home appliances. There will be no time in the future when the voice assistant will be default part of every home appliances or cars or any other things. Virtual voice assistant can provide a variety of the services right now. Like it can tell us the weather, text, Wikipedia, IMDb ratings, set us an alarm, or fix a meeting for us. It is a convenient way. Like if we think that why we use this, that we are good in typing, sir. We can type anything on the internet or any task. But if there is it is a blessing, voice assistant is a blessing for a person with disabilities. Like if a person with hand disability try to do some typing, so it is very difficult and painful for them to type anything or call someone. So if they use voice assistant, so they can do their work, message someone, do some typing, or make a document really easily. So it is very good for them. Right now, basic flow of the voice assistant, as we can see, when we see the voice assistant, we think it is a very easy it is very easy task. We just open the voice assistant and tell the and give the command to voice assistant. But basic flow behind the working of the voice assistant is not that easy. Like we give, as you are seeing in the image, we give the voice assistant a voice command, though in a microphone, and it was processed in speech recognition module, which use AI and natural language processing, and it will convert the voice to text and feed it to central processor and give us the output. But it is not very easy. It is not easy because sometimes we can see when we use voice assistant, sometimes it will not work. It will say that sorry, I did not understand you. This is also a negative impact of voice assistant, because sometimes background noises, like if we are at railway station or any other crowded place, and a dog barking, yeah, or other things which can't be understandable to a voice assistant, so voice assistant will go off track and will not work properly. So it is a drawback of the voice assistant. So right now every companies and every research is doing the work on these, so that they can train the data on like basics of noise, background noises, like if a person is at railway station, or a dog barking and any other noises, they are trying to train the data to and feed it to voice assistant, so that they can understand the difference between a human language and all these noise, or they can differentiate between them and give accurate answers to a user, so they can use the voice assistant most effectively. Right now there are not many languages, like I see, like I tell you before that voice assistant is very good for the regional languages who don't know English on any other languages. But right now there are I think 117 languages which were supported by the voice assistant. Now everyone is developing other languages, so that voice assistant work more efficiently and more user can use it for their purpose. Application of voice assistant, like if we say that answering the question, weather forecasting, sending a message and calling, setting alarm and reminder. First of all, if I come to answering the question, so voice assistant answer all the small calculative and general queries, but it will not is not like that it will only do work like calculative or general queries. It will also talk to you in human to human language, like I am talking to you and saying, how are you, sir? I am fine. Now is voice assistant also work like that. If I am saying hi Google, then it will also say hi, what are you doing? It will also tell me jokes. If I ask a voice assistant, what is your age? It will also tell me that I am 4 year old. I was built in 2016 by the Google. My parents are Google engineers. So it is a normal human to human talk, which is very good. Second is weather forecasting. Voice assistant can user the present temperature or other hour temperature or next day's temperature. Sending message and calling, we can give voices commands to voice assistant for sending someone message and calling. Like if a person with disability of hand uses the command, so he or she can give command to a computer, to voice assistant, to call someone or message someone very easily, and it will be very convenient for them to communicate. Setting alarm and reminder, we can ask voice assistant to remind us for important meeting. When we ask to remind, when we ask, we are saving or asking the voice assistant for saving the event. It will just generally ask us the event name, timing for the meeting, and remind you at the meeting time. Also for setting up the alarm for yourself. Conclusion. In this paper, we have discussed basic of a voice assistant and workflow of voice assistant. This project is basically made with help of machine learning by using NLP algorithm. NLP algorithm is natural language processing, which can understand natural languages. Like I told you, natural languages are the languages we basically use and learn from the childhood, and give us the response in natural languages, which is very understandable to user and efficient to work with the user. Work on the voices is not only answering the question but also interact with the user in friendly way to help the user to do less work manually with the help of voice assistant. Also some right now also for adding some other natural languages to help user to proceed with the voice assistant and work with the voice assistant in a good manner. So a voice assistant can give many people on the country or world a efficient way to talking or do our work. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Priyanka. Thanks, Priyanka, for your presentation. And again, I am requesting Arun sir to ask some questions about this Priyanka's presentation. So, sir, Arun sir.
Okay, Priyanka.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Okay, tell me what is there inside a speech recognition module?
Sir, in speech recognition module, there is a NLP algorithm. It is a sub part of artificial intelligence and which work on natural languages. Like I told you, natural languages are languages we use from childhood. It will analyze, understand, and do synthetic work on these voices which we give a command and give and feed it to the central processor. And then when the working of the NLP algorithm is accurate, then only we can get the result. It is basically a part of artificial intelligence.
Okay, so how does the speech signal is converted into the language?
Yes, sir.
How does the speech signal gets converted into the language?
Sir, it is converted to natural language processing. When we give the commands, then it will natural language processing is an algorithm basically, which will understand the.
Have you implemented something? Have you done something?
Actually, so it is only a review paper. I am doing some work in this, but it right now it is only a review paper in which I have done research on all the previous voice assistant.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Priyanka.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Priyanka. Thanks, Arun sir. So we just start with our next participant. Basically, they are from the group of EC-1095, Accident Detection and Immediate Assistance, which is going to present by Mansi Singh, Disha Srivastava, and Suraj Singh. Mansi Singh is there. Disha Srivastava and Suraj Singh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mansi, you can just start. You can just share your slides. Technical team, please make her co-host. Okay.
Mansi Singh, you are now co-host. You can proceed now.
Mansi, your slides are visible, but your voice is not been audible.
Good morning, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, now you are audible.
Good morning, respected jury member. I am Manchi Singh along with my teammate Disha Srivastav and Suraj Singh under the guidance of Dr. Neha Goel, here presenting the paper on the topic accident detection and immediate assistance. So the first question arises, why this project? Please change the slide, Disha.
Just a minute, I'm facing some problem.
So why this project? With the increase in population, more vehicles are required for transportation. Instead of using public transport to go various places, people use their own vehicles as it comes with their comfort. Due to rash driving and sleep people face accident and lose their life by not getting immediate medical assistance. This paper presents an accident detection and immediate assistance project that will detect accidents and save the victim's life by informing the hospital for ambulance, local authorities, and the victim's family member. Next objectives. So the objective of this project is to detect accidents, to send the message regarding location of accident to ambulance, to send the message regarding location of accident to police, to send a message regarding location of accident to family. Now coming to the working mechanism, the first part is vehicle unit. When an accident takes place, the pressure sensor, which senses the pressure of the tire of the vehicle above a particular value provided in the vehicle unit, detects the accident, and with the help of GPS, the location of the accident is identified. Through GSM module, the message is passed to the ambulance, police, and to the family regarding the accident and its location. Piezoelectric sensor is a device that uses piezoelectric effect to measure changes in acceleration, pressure, temperature, strain, or force by converting them to an electrical charge. Here we have used microcontroller ARM7 in the vehicle unit. Now coming to the next unit, which is ambulance, police, and family unit. In this, to reach the location of the accident as early as possible, the ambulance unit controls the traffic signals to avoid delay in traffic junction. The RFID transmitter in the ambulance unit and receiver in the traffic signal used for wireless communication communicates with each other, and the signal is controlled in accordance with the ambulance unit. Now, I would like to hand over the presentation to Disha Srivastav.
Okay, so hello everyone. Now coming to SOS. So SOS is basically a switch here. It will be an easy access to the driver. Now here two cases arises. Suppose if an accident occurs uh, and the system doesn't raise an alarm. In that case, if the driver is able to press the SOS, then his location of the accident will be shared to the hospital, the local police, as well as his or her family members, so that they could reach the location on time and the driver's life could be saved. The second case, suppose if an accident doesn't occur and then also the piezoelectric sensor makes an alarm, and in that case, the hospital, the police, as well as the family members of the victim might get panicked. In that case, the driver may press the SOS so that the alarm is not raised, and then the message would not be sent to the hospital, the police, as well as his family members. Coming to the major parts that we are using in our project, the first one is a mini LPC 2148 processor. It is a 16 or 32-bit ARM7 TTMIS with 512 kilobytes of program flash, 42 kilobytes of RAM, and USB. Here in our project, we are using a 32 module. The GSM, it is a GSM compatible quad band cell phone, which works on a frequency of 850 or 900 or 1800 megahertz, and which can be used without internet also. It is used for sending SMS to the ambulance, police, and family. In our project, we'll be using this GSM module with a frequency of 900 megahertz. The third is a GPS module. this GPR receiver utilizes the S1216S. It supports NMEA 0183 B3.01 standard, and it is used to determine the location of the accident so that it could be sent to the hospital, police, as well as the family members of the victim. Coming to the advantages of the project. According to a recent survey, it has been found that almost 61% of the total accidents occurring in India is mainly due to happens on the roads, and many of the people die because they don't get immediate medical assistance. This our project works in this case. Here, the driver gets immediate medical assistance. His life, as well as the other people traveling in the cars, lives could also be saved. Coming to the conclusion, so as I have told, it is used to this project will be used to control the traffic signal so that the ambulance could reach the location of the accident, and then it could reach the hospital back so that the driver may get immediate assistance and his or her life could be saved. It is very useful in countries like that of India, which has a huge population. Also, it is more accurate as there is no loss of time. Thank you.
Hello, Mansi.
Yeah, Arun sir, sorry to disturb you. I just interrupt you in between. It is request to all the participants, please don't leave the meeting, because today we have a speaker, keynote speaker is there. So please don't leave the meeting until the meeting will be finished. Right? Yeah, sir. Sorry, sir, for this one. Yes, sir.
No problem, Babaji. So, Mansi, you have studied something, but you have not implemented anything yet now.
Sir, can I answer this question?
Implemented something?
Sir, can I answer this question, please?
Sure, sure.
So actually, it is only a part of the project. It is a final year project. We are dividing this project into two parts. The first one is the electronics part, which presentation I have shown this. The other is the part of using data science. Accident occurs due to many reasons. The first one being
no. My question, you hear my question first.
Yes.
You have presented some study that this type of project could be taken up, but
yes,
except for studying about this project, what else have you done?
So we have implemented what we have shown today, and
what
we are.
You have nothing shown that is implemented.
So actually, it's a hardware project, and I've just shown the
results now. What we will see here. Acha, okay, tell me. Your GSM module works at 900 megahertz.
Yes.
Okay. So would it interfere with the other signals working at 900 megahertz when you send the accidental information to the police or the ambulance or to home?
We haven't tried it. We have.
That is what I am asking. That until you implement the project, how would you come to know that what is happening? So this is just a study. Just try to implement it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks, sir. Thanks, Arun, sir. I think, Mansi, that is very wonderful, whatever you are talking about this presentation and your topic. But I think it needs something new in the sense of whatever sir is suggesting to you, that will be helpful for getting the things basically in that particular direction. Right. So thanks. So we just proceed for the next, our participant. Batch is EC1147. And the topic is AVES, an assistive vision enhancing system for people with visual loss. And that particular topic is going to present by Mr. Tushar Vasisht, Ritika, and Nishi Bhati, and Vikanta Chanakya Semsani. So is there? Tushar is there? Tushar Vasisht is there?
Yes, sir, we are present. We four guys are present, right?
Okay.
Tushar?
Yeah, welcome, sir. Welcome, Tushar, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Tushar Vasisht is here. I will be sharing the screen for the presentation. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sir. You are very much audible.
Okay, sir. So I'm sharing the screen for presentation. Just a second. So is the screen visible?
No. I think it is going to process it. Now it's visible. Your voice is more audible and your screen is visible now. You can start.
Okay. So just a second. Ritika, you can start.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. So our topic is AECE, an assistive vision enhancing system for people with visual loss. Our paper ID is EC1147. Next slide, please. The group members are Nishi, Ritika, Venkata Chanakya Samsani, and Tushar Vashisht. So if we imagine a world, an ideal situation, what will we imagine it to be? A place where everyone is equal, they have equal opportunities and equal limits which can be pushed together. But when we see the reality, the world is full of people with physical disabilities, people who are suffering, who do not have equal opportunities. Next slide, please. So these are some of the statistics from 2011 census. Out of the total population, approximately 2.21 people in India are suffering from disabilities, which
Tushar and team.
Yes, sir.
I will request you to come to your system. Where is your system? Show me your system.
So yes, just a second. These are the objectives of the system, and these are the system we have studied so far, and the solutions for the system as well. So, and the proposed system will be able to identify the obstacles using sensors, and it can have the perform image processing, and it will contain object detection, family member detection, animal detection, social helper detection, and scenery detection using different kinds of data set which have been trained and tested so far. And it will work in dual mode. It have a charging facility, and it will be connected to Google Maps. So this is the proposed use case diagram that we have made for our system. This is how the system will work in the use case and in the activity diagram as well. This is the Gantt chart for the chart that we will be following for making the proposed system. We will first do the system introduction, then the ultrasonic sensors in IoT, then the camera sensor, then we will work with the database, and then we'll work with the battery. Over to Chanakya.
So, sir, coming to this project, my role is to make the UML diagrams and the activity diagrams which are required for this project. So, as we can see, this is the sequence diagram which we made for this project, and and the user has the option to detect, to charge the battery or to start and stop the system. And the system automatically, after detecting a particular thing, the system automatically uses a required detection method, so that it can take the information from the database and it will be given back to the user by speech output, in the form of speech output. So in between, we are using these as our hardware requirements. And the purpose of this project is to get a low cost device which will be available in India, as we have reviewed our existing devices which are not available in India and which are very costly. So we try to make a device which is cost efficient and which is easily available for Indian people. So these are some hardwares, and these are some data sets which will be explained by Nishi Bhati.
Yes, sir. So the data sets that we have studied so far are like ImageNet data set, the LSN data set, and MS Coco data set. So these data set consist of different things. Like the LSN data set includes the scenery understandings that will be able to understand that will be able to describe the scenery layout, and the MS Coco data set consists of the 80 different classifications of the images, and that are further object labeled. So that will be very efficient for our project. That's why we have taken the MS Coco dataset and the resonant dataset. Then we have labeled faces in the wild that includes around 30
13,000 labeled images of the human faces, and different the features are over there for the facial recognition. Then we have the Stanford dogs data set that includes around 20,580 images, which are from the 120 different dog breeds categories. So far, we have we also have the street animal detection purpose. That's why we are going to use this data set. Then we have home object detections data set. This is for the random objects that are kept around the home. And then we have the CFR 10 data set that consists of around 60,000 images, color images, and these are some of the implementations and the accuracy results of the MS COCO that we have trained so far. And we have got around 99% to 98% accuracy results, and the loss function accuracy was also very low.
So, sir, the libraries which we have used for object detection is OpenCV. So for the Bilkin cascades of the detection. So this can detect from eyes to ears and to hands to legs, like full body detection. Then we have used matplotlib so that it can make arrays in the form of numbers for the images that can be classified and can be created statically, as well as for the visualization interactive purposes in Python. And then we also use the image AI library, so which we can use to build the applications for in the purpose of deep learning. So next is text to speech, that there will be a output for voice for the people to understand. So for this we will be using the libraries as pytt sx3 library, which is used for the text to speech conversion in Python. We will use py and speak library, which is an open source software which can be used for synthesizing not only English but also many other languages. And then we will use Google text to speech library, which is also a Python library, and it can create an interface with the Google Translate API and can help to speak MP3 and a file by bystring object, and further for the manipulation of audios as well. So the result would be by Ritika. Over to you, Ritika.
So we were able to identify various shortcomings after studying the devices that are available in Indian market as well as in foreign market, after which we proposed a cost-effective system as seen by using the use case and the activity diagram so far. Then we used various tools and techniques for object detection. We used the MS COCO dataset for the image classification and identification, and we have been working on the sound output. So our future work includes the hardware implementation of this proposed system. Now that we are done with the basic software implementation, we will be working on the hardware implementation for the same. And these are some of the references that we studied by doing our project. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks Tushar and Ritika ma'am for giving this wonderful presentation. So again, I'm requesting Arun sir for asking some questions. Yeah.
So first thing is try to implement this, then only we can see. And secondly, I have one question, Tushar and team. What is the difference between Raspberry Pi and Arduino?
So your voice is breaking.
Am I not audible to you?
Sir, you are audible. I think there's a problem. Tushar, I think you just check your network. He's audible now. He's very much audible.
Anyone in the team, if he or she can hear, anyone?
So what is the difference between Raspberry and Arduino?
Yes.
So we'll be using Raspberry Pi for the image classification. For example, when the camera is used, we'll be using, there are two modes in a system. For the mode, we'll be using camera.
What you are using Arduino?
Arduino is for when we will be using the ultrasonic sensors, which will be used in the low battery mode for the device, because a major constraint while making assistive aid.
If I use only Raspberry Pi, what is the problem?
So we can use Raspberry Pi because as Arduino is a part of Raspberry Pi, so
that is what I am asking.
So this is the Arduino is a mere microcontroller in the Raspberry Pi, while the Raspberry Pi is whole of a computer or a mini computer itself.
Okay, which microcontroller is used in Arduino?
So we are studying in the hardware implementation of Arduino right now in IoT devices. So we have to go through it for the hardware implementation.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Tushar. Thanks for this wonderful presentation. So
Thank
we
you.
have now, we just proceed further because we are waiting for our keynote speaker. So the next is participant is group 1143, and the topic is designing of digital sign calculator 8-bit using schematic and Verilog on FPGA board, which is going to present by Mr. Abhishek Tyagi. Abhishek Tyagi, right now you are co-host now. You can just start with your presentation.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Sir, am I audible?
You are very much audible, but I think your slides are.
Yes, sir, I'm sharing the screen.
Yeah.
Sir, are the slides audible? Visible?
Yeah, that's your slides are visible and your voice is audible. Now you can just start. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. So, okay. Yeah, so good morning to all. I, Utkarsh Sharma, along with Abhishek Tyagi and Ravish Chauhan are present here for the presentation of the designing of digital sign calculator of 8-bit using schematics and Verilog on the FPGA board. So these are the objectives of our project. To the simplest, the calculators perform the binary calculations. So this, since this is a binary calculator, so this will perform the binary calculations which involved the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and the division. And in this, we accept the input from the user and process it in binary and then calculate the desired output. So for that, there are different modules such as basic modules, which are comparator, multiplexer, and minimo. So yeah. So this is the working, or the we can say the block diagram of our calculator. First, the input is taken, and based on the mode select, which is actually the operation to be performed, which is either the addition, subtraction, or the various operation, and the sign selection. We have taken sign selection into count. Like for positive, we have taken is a single bit we have taken as a 0 for positive and 1 for negative of the number. Then the corresponding operations are performed and the output has been given. Yeah, so we will implement this on the FPGA board as well. The input will be given through the switches, and the output can be considered through the LEDs, or in fact through the LCD displays as well. So the softwares and the hardware which we will be using for this project are the Xilinx tool for the simulation. Sorry, the ISSN simulator for the simulation. The hardware used will be FPGA board, and the software which will be using will be Xilinx ISA design suite. So these are the justification to our project. First of all, we will this project leads to learning of how to design the hardware, how to design the digital circuits using their components. We will learn how to connect different blocks to each other to generate the desired output, and to learn the implementation on how these circuits are actually implemented on FPGA using the translate, map, and the routing options, and to understand to understand the concepts of digital designing, simulation, and implementation of it on the FPGA board. Yeah, so these are some of the references from where we have taken our project. And so thank you.
Thanks, Abhishek. Thanks, Abhishek, for your very short and brief and that particular presentation. And again, requesting Arun sir, please ask us some questions. Arun sir? Technical team, please check the connection, whether Arun sir has been connected or not.
Arun sir is already connected with us.
Okay, Arun sir. Arun sir,
Hello.
yeah, Arun sir, yeah.
Abhay, thank you. We can proceed further.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Thanks, Abhishek, for this wonderful presentation. Now we just start with the next one. So, is there anybody who is basically left in this particular group for giving the presentation? I think we almost finish all the participants in this particular group. I think there is one group is 1135 study of Web Hub using Android Studio. Komal Yadav, Rishabh Pal, Rajnish Patel, and Richa Gupta. Anybody is there?
I think,
Okay.
sir, no one will present from their group.
Okay. So thanks all the participants. So today we have basically one keynote speaker of the day, Dr. Jonathan Montero. So I just welcome Dr. Jonathan Montero for this participating for this particular conference. So I just introduce Jonathan Montero about the brief about the Dr. Jonathan Montero is currently working as a quality assurance head lecturer, electrical and electronics section, Higher College of Technology, Muscat. He performs many reputed roles in his academic life, like program director, lecturer, electronics and communication engineering department in Higher College of Technology, Muscat, as well as a college dean engineering fellowship, Baptist College. He's a doctorate philosophy in technology, completed his Master of Technology from Technological University of the Philippines, Manila, and Bachelor of Sciences in Electronics and Communication Engineering from Technological University of the Philippines, Manila. He established network specification by conferring with users, analyzing workflow, access, information security requirements, designing router administrations, including interface configuration and routing protocols. He also establishes network by evaluating network performance issues, including availability, utilization, throughput, good put and latency, planning and executing. The selection, installation, configuring and testing of equipment, defining network policies and procedures, establishing connection and firewalls. So I welcome sir for this conference, and I also request sir just giving some insight about this particular technology in this particular conference, so that the participants and we all take more benefits from your valuable presentation.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for that generous introduction coming from you, sir. So let me first share my screen. Okay, are you able to see my desktop?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is my voice audible as well?
Yes, sir. Your voice is very much audible, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. So first, allow me to say good morning to our chief patron, Professor Vinay Patak, our patron, Sri Askat Goel, the rest of the team who have organized this international conference, to those researchers coming from different countries, good morning to each and everyone. As I go along with the presentation this morning as well as yesterday, I noticed that several projects, particularly in IoT, are having so much interest right now. So among researchers being presented today are quite related to IoT. But I would presume that most of you are deploying this project using the cellular network, isn't it? So allow me this morning to share to you some insights or alternative for us to use, particularly in deploying our IoT project. And the title of my presentation is The Future Scope of LoRaWAN, particularly in India. So allow me to give you some brief background of the LoRa fundamentals. As we all know, LoRa is just a wireless technology that allows and offers us long-range, low-power transmission that can be utilized in machine-to-machine and IoT applications. So LoRa can be used in several applications and use cases that definitely utilizes the cloud as well. LoRaWAN, on the other hand, is a low-power wide area networking protocol which is currently developed by the LoRa Alliance. This allows us to wirelessly connect to battery-operated things that allows internet in regional or even global networks requirements such as bidirectional communication as well as end-to-end security. So how does a LoRaWAN architecture looks like? A LoRaWAN defines communication protocol. Take note, a LoRaWAN is a layer 2 protocol. LoRaWAN consists of LoRa devices that include sensors and other end nodes, your LoRa gateway that allows us to connect from our devices and sensors to the cloud, as well as to our front-end web browsers. So this is the basic architecture of a LoRaWAN. It looks familiar because this is how IoT is definitely being deployed. Now, on the end node side or on the LoRa devices, you can basically connect several things that you are able to monitor as well as control. Notice that we have several stages here that allows us to use several end nodes, concentrators such as your gateways, as well as routing services that would be utilizing database for your data analytics. This is quite helpful for those use cases that analyzes information coming from those end nodes. And at the same time, we need applications or protocols in order to process those information gathered from our end nodes. So LoRa Alliance, maybe you have heard this particular group of companies or individual, is basically a non-profit association that has more than 500 companies committed and enables us for a large-scale deployment of a low-power wide area network in an IoT development and promotion. Currently, there are more than 500 LoRaWAN's members. So now, how many members, companies, institutions are there currently in India? How many companies are there currently? From 2016 to 2019, several or only a few number of companies are utilizing LoRaWAN. Companies such as Tata Communication, Mahindra, and among the rest. So this was in 2016 and 2019. Notice here that the global application of LoRaWAN have already spread across continents, meaning several countries now are maximizing the opportunities that LoRaWAN gives us, particularly in the deployment of an IoT application. Now, where is India in terms of LoRaWAN? Based on my research, as of April of 2020, India are utilizing LoRaWAN for less than 20%, meaning the coverage of LoRaWAN in India is a bit small. So, will you ask me, is it a good news or a bad news? For me, honestly, this is good news for India. Why? Because this will allow us and give you the opportunity to maximize your resources without spending much, particularly on the deployment of your IoT project. So it's less than 20%. That was April of 2020. Now, Since LoRaWAN is new, majority to India, because the only company who is currently deploying this is the Tata Communication, because Geo Communication or Telecommunication is with the NB-IoT. By the way, NB-IoT is one of the competition of LoRaWAN, but NB-IoT is on the cellular network wherein it is a licensed spectrum. And on the other hand, LoRaWAN is using the unlicensed spectrum that allows you to maximize your network at a lower cost. So I have shown you here several opportunities if you will become a LoRaWAN player. Based on your project presented, a lot of you are basically on automation, okay, startups, data analytics. So based on these particular opportunities, scientists and researchers in India are given this type of opportunity when we utilize LoRaWAN, such as opportunity as system integrator, device manufacturer, analytics, and service provider. As researcher, most of the time, our problem is resources, isn't it? We have inadequate amount of devices. We have inadequate money to fund the project. And sometimes we don't even know where we will get funding from those ideas that we have. In LoRa Alliance, there are thousands of companies who are willing to collaborate with you. Your idea against the resources. So if these big companies and your knowledge will be combined, it will be a great help, particularly in the IoT industry. So these are just simply few of the opportunities that you can get when you maximize your LoRaWAN usage. Now, based on another research by Curl, it shows that 93% of operators are public operators, okay, that deploys and offers their network to users who are maximizing the IoT application. Sadly, on the academic side, in our side, there are only 1% deployment. That is why I am not even surprised seeing projects today which utilizes IoT but still use the cellular network, which was, for me, that was the thing of the past. Yeah, it's good, it's secured, but we have several options right now that could give us more freedom. Okay, so these are the situation before and now currently been improved. So if you noticed here, based on my graph, that 93% are publicly used and majority of them, 98% of them, that the LoRa network are utilized as outdoor networks. So in 2019, only a few companies are there. But see, in late 2020 to early 2021, notice that several companies have joined the LoRa Alliance. Companies such as Senra, companies such as Eltron, Tata Projects, and so on and so forth. What I like the most is that the number of institutions who have joined us in this particular alliance have increases. Last year, last December, I have conducted several trainings in colleges in India as well, such as the KSR Institute, also in St. Martin College, Selvam College. Majority of their projects are basically deployed using the cellular. But after presenting this idea, a lot of them are basically considering utilizing the LoRaWAN technology. So LoRaWAN versus to the NB-IoT offered by your cellular network would basically have a good competition. Notice here that in 2017, the utilization of LoRaWAN is a bit smaller. See how it dramatically and exponentially increased. See the growth of application of LoRaWAN. It even surpassed the use of NB-IoT. right? Because what I like about LoRaWAN, because you can maximize your power. That means your supply could be just a simple battery lasting for even 15 years without replacing those devices. So based on the comparison among LoRaWAN and the current NB-IoT, which is offered by your cellular network, in terms of bandwidth, there is a bit difference. Coverage is almost the same, but what strikes me the most is the battery life that allows us to maximize project, especially projects which are deployed remotely. Currently, I have a project with an oil and gas company where their company is remotely located, where the only connection is through satellite. So we are now trying to deploy some IoT projects that only utilizes LoRaWAN. By the way, LoRaWAN could go hundreds of kilometers, better than even your cellular networks. And the good thing here about LoRaWAN, because you are maximizing your power capacity. So this is good for monitoring agricultural land, monitoring employees in some other cases, and so on and so forth. So a lot of LoRaWAN use cases which are now currently deployed. It can be used in water and gas metering, public security, streetlights, agriculture, energy, and so on and so forth. Now, since my time today with you is a bit limited, I'll just show you some use cases which are now used in India currently. One is the smart street light. This smart street light has been deployed in 3 major cities in India already. What have they benefited by utilizing this device? That particular city in India have definitely saved 15% of their energy consumption. Can you imagine that? A 15% saving by simply monitoring the turning on and off of this street light. Second, their annual electrical power or devices being stolen have reduced to 28%. Wow, it's more than a quarter of devices they save. And the good thing is that the capital expenditure of the local government of India have decreased due to this particular application. So currently it is being deployed in 3 cities and 150,000 LED have been installed on this different location. So this is just one of the use cases currently used in India. Second is the employee health and safety. This particular use case have saved around 278 million of related fatalities. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine if those people are your relatives, husband and wife, daughters and son? Can you imagine how many people are saved due to this particular technology, and how much money can be saved due to hospitalization, and how much accident can be minimized by simply integrating a very simple project that utilizes a simple technology that will not allow you to spend more resources. Okay? And last but not the least, this is the use case in utilities. Some of the company currently in India, particularly in water, gas, and electricity, are maximizing the use of LoRaWAN in these particular cases. Why? Because they were able to have faster metering reading, they have improved the utilization of their manpower, and they have efficiently tracked consumption and usage pattern. As a result, a low operating cost, less labor intensive, will be benefited because of these applications of LoRaWAN on these particular use cases. So to make my presentation short, I am not saying that you need to use it immediately. What I am trying to say is for you to consider this technology, particularly if you are into IoT project. Try to give it a chance. Try to use it at least once so that you will be realizing the difference between this technology and the usual technology that we have. I've still seen some GSM module being used, right? Which has been some issues right now because 2G might be moved from the system anytime soon. So try to open up your choices among devices wherein your project can be deployed intensively, particularly in the IoT spectrums. Okay. So once again, thank you very much for inviting me in this international conference. Thank you so much to all the patrons, organizers, and as well as to researchers who have attended this conference. Thank you, everyone, and may God bless us all.
Thanks, sir. Thanks, sir. Thanks, sir, for giving your valuable practical insights on from this LoRaWAN. Sir, definitely, I am sure this will go long way in understanding the complexities of IoT. Because right now, the complexities of IoT is basically for setting the standardizations and the security. So that is the more concern for implementing the IoT in all this particular community. So thanks, sir. Thanks for giving this your valuable time to give your valuable insights on this particular LoRaWAN. So definitely we will implement. We try to implement this particular LoRaWAN in our projects, and definitely this will be helpful for all of us, all the researchers, and every participants in this particular team. Thanks, sir. Thanks for giving me your time, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah. Now, I request our session judge, Dr. Arun Prakash, who is basically from in our with us since morning, and I already introduced Dr. Arun Prakash, sir. Dr. Arun Prakash, sir, is working as an associate professor in the Department of EC at MNIT Allahabad.
Vaibhav, sir?
Yeah, sir.
He is not joined right now.
अरुण सर है नहीं शायद इस समय.
अरुण सर है नहीं है.
Okay. So should we wait for Arun sir, or
we can show appreciation certificate of Jonathan,
okay,
sir?
So I think I just want to announce that certificate will be given. Okay. So sir is there. Jonathan. Okay, fine. So we just show the appreciation certificate to our keynote speaker, Dr. Jonathan. So please, technical team, please, Sandeep sir. So this is sir, this is a small certificate of appreciation from our RKGIT Parivar to you in your regard. So thanks, sir. Thanks for this one.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir. And thank you as well for inviting.
Yeah. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Welcome, sir.
For being here. And your talk was really a very nice talk. And we all the community of electronics and communication engineering, even all the students and faculty members, definitely I hope and expect that they learned a lot from your talk. And I am very much thankful to you. Convey my sincere regards and thanks to Dr. Avinash Gaur, sir.
I will, sir. I will. I will. Definitely. I will.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Welcome, sir.
Very much.
Okay. So Arun sir is there. I already joined.
Arun sir. Anyway, show his certificate too.
Okay. Sandeep sir, please show his certificate.
Sir, Arun sir has not joined. We can share certificate later in their mail ID.
Okay. So may I now request Dr. Pawan Kumar Shukla sir, just giving the vote of thanks to our participants and giving some motivating words to all the participants for this particular.
मोटिवेशन तो खैर काफी अरुण सर को उनकी एब्सेंस में ही कहता हूँ कि he accepted our invitation to join the international conference as session chair. I International Conference Organizing Committee. I convey my sincere thanks to him and all the participants, all the organizing committee members, session and support. Thank you very much.
Thanks, sir. Thanks. Thanks all the organizing team on the behalf of our.
जोनाथन सर का और अरुण सर का सर्टिफिकेट मेल है, उसके थ्रू इनको सेंड कर देना.
Okay. Thanks, sir. Thanks for this one. So now we just conclude this conference for this today's session, third session. So thank you. Best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you to all of you. We have next session from 1:30 p.m. Okay, bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.